Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess we're live on YouTube today. Wow. Did you guys know that I'm live on YouTube? Wow. I guess we'll see if this goes anywhere for today. So we should be live streaming on the good old YouTube Shorts algorithm system today. We're making it very short, sweet, and simple to make sure that we're doing the right thing. I was going to give another streaming service another try and stuff like that. Hey there, Yee Baudet, how's it going? Hello and hi. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Oh, look at that. We actually have a chat system here. How cool. Oh, look, and that worked too. Neat. Let's see here. Move some stuff over. I made it to a stream. You sure did. Let me... You know what? I think I'm going to move that up a little bit. Let me see if I can do that. Give me just a moment here, guys. I'm going to try and see if I can move that up there. Let's see here. Can I... Or is it this? There we go. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to just shorten this. There we go. I want to make that a little bit bigger. Move that over. There we go. All right. What you might be looking for is stream avatars. Streaming avatars is, what is it on there? I'm trying to remember the name of it. I wish my microphone would stop being a butt. Oh, that's right. Exclamation point EXT in the chat. Hey there, sunny days. Welcome on in, Bean. How you doing today? Great to see ya. We're giving YouTube live streaming a chance today. Oh my gosh. Conversation. What's the conversation you're having today? Yeah, it's EXT. Elephant Xylophone text message. Hey there, sunny days. If you chat on the live stream, you get a little character at the bottom of the screen every so often. Wow. Interesting. Play Megan Trainer? Sorry, I can't play whatever the heck I want on here, unfortunately. This is YouTube. They don't like you playing whatever you want. You have to play copyright-free stuff, or else you get yourself muted. Yep. I'm guessing that's the kind of music you like to listen to. What else do you like to listen to? Look at that, guys. Wow. I'm a bird. Yeah. You know who else is a bird? Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't make that joke. Well, let me see here. Got enough for you? There you go. A little something. Can you do that? Can you beatbox? Just listening to some nice, smooth jazz here for today. E1. Yeah, I can't do any of that really cool stuff. I've heard some of these beatboxers out there who are like do it professionally, and like I can't do that. I've tried. I've done a couple of acapellas before as like a beatboxer. That's been pretty fun. Hey, Barbarana, how's it going? Welcome on in. How you doing today? Happy birthday, you. Happy birthday, Squidward. Is that good enough? Probably not the song you're looking for. What animal are you? I am what's called a Navali, which is a fan-made creature that is a space raptor from the moon of a planet called Avalon. However, my quote-unquote somewhat lore, I guess you could say, is not necessarily that anymore. But not that you guys are here to listen to that. But I'm a Navali, a feathered space raptor. I like to be called a bird. Some people don't like to be called that, but, you know, I like it. It's fun. Ezekiel says, can you say my name? My name is Leonardo. There you go. Ebo Day says, I like the wings. A lot of people say that. These are pretty big wings. Good for giving hugs and headpats. My goodness. Is it a lot of people's birthdays today? Wow. Happy birthday you. Happy birthday Leonardo. What's the weather like today, Star Prairie, Wisconsin? I'm not sure. I don't live there. It's currently sunny and cold outside for me, though, here in Ohio. Can you say my name? Says Corey. My name is Caden. Caden, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Scholark says raining a lot in Maine. Ah, I see. Well, you know what that means, especially during the spring. A lot of rain means a lot of flowers later on. So it may be cloudy now, but the rainbows will be showing up anytime soon. Keep the head up high. Hey there, Ezekiel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Lark says, I can't see. There's rain in my eyes. Oh no. Go to sleep. Well, you know, what if I don't want to go to sleep? Ah, I feel refreshed. Thanks. Oh my gosh, it's Numix. Hello, Numix. How's it going? By the way, if you notice at the bottom of the screen, there's some little characters down there. If you see your character and also your name at the bottom of the screen, you can change it by typing exclamation point EXT in the chat. Sunny Days says, Beatbox happy birthday. I don't think you can really do that. Let's see here. Something like that. I don't know. That sounds kind of boopy. I don't like that. Oh, you might be looking. If you want to be Mewtwo, you could just type !avatar space Mewtwo, and that'll help you do that. If you type, although it doesn't seem to have worked, but if you type EX, there it is. There's the thing. If you click that, that'll open a little control panel so you can change it to whatever the heck you like. Corey says, I just got done washing the dishes. Heck yeah. Hopefully with some soap. Did you dry them too? Of course, Ezekiel, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. If you're going to sleep, happy dreams to you. See you again soon. You know what? I wonder, did you know, guys, did you know that there's actually a sound that can clear out a lot of people's speakers on their phones? I wonder if I could learn what that tone is and then clean everyone's speakers for them. That'd be pretty cool. So you guys ready for this? I'm about to make dirt fall out of the bottom of your phone and then just play the tone and all the dirt falls out. And this is the dishes drying. Very good. Sunny Days says, please subscribe. What am I subscribing to? Netflix? Hulu? Disney Plus? Did you know, guys, did you know that you can subscribe to a bird on the internet? And guess what? It's free. You don't have to pay a single cent to a bird on the internet. You subbed? I wonder why it didn't show up. I guess we'll have to find out. But thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay. Corey Scott, 9293. Yahoo! If you'd like to shorten my name, it'd probably be better for you to just call me Hyo. Hyo. You can call me HCB if you like, though. Oh no, we're still good. Corey says, I have a baseball game in 20 minutes. Hey, that's awesome. I hope you and your team rock it today. Good luck out there. Nathan says, I love how your tail wags when you move. Well, I can just do this. I've got the whole setup going. Oh, there we go. I can't believe I'm live on YouTube today. This has been a while. How does the stream look for you guys today? I've never live streamed on short form content before. I'm trying to keep it as super simple as possible, and then maybe we'll experiment later on down the line. Cheeto is cuter though. Numix says, subscribe to a bird on the internet for free? In this economy? Wow! Did you know? Guys. You're playing the 9U White Sox. Very cool. You are the Braves. That's pretty cool. You guys have like the real teammate names and stuff like that. I have... That is not how my body is right now. Let me see here. Give me just a moment. There we go. That's better. The bird. The one. The only. The Cheetie. The Cheeto bird. Nathan says, it looks good. Thank you very much for letting me know. It told me that I should probably stream in 9:16 instead of 16:9. I said, you know what? I'll give that a shot. Out of curiosity, can you guys hear music in the background right now? There should be some music playing for you guys. A 10-second delay? Is that not how it normally is on YouTube? I'm confused. Corey Scott says, how old are you? If you go check my Blue Sky account, which is HioCheetieBird at bluesky.com, you can check me out there to find out that information. You can't hear any music. Ah, that is weird. Where is Streamlabs? Uno momento, guys. I got to check some settings here. You are definitely supposed to be hearing some music right now. How about now? How about now? Can you hear music now? It's doing that top chat thing. I forgot about that. Live chat. Let's get the actual thing going. Numix says, yay, music. Oh, wow. I wonder if there's been like a whole bunch of missing text now. Oh, the chat's actually working. Hey. Well, let's do this then. There we go. Alrighty. I do hear music, but it's really quiet. Let's see if we can boost it up just a little bit. Can I get some other stuff, people? Maybe saying that it's okay, that's Nathan. I think we can trust Nathan. So let's go over to our little music player here. Just turn it up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Nathan also says, YouTube streams are generally worse when it comes to delay though. Well, I do have it set to low latency right now. However, there is an option to do ultra low latency. Maybe we'll give that a go later on. That'd be pretty cool. Hey there, Hopeful Wyvern. Welcome on in, Bean. Hey there, Rumai. Also, YouTube can have no delay, as I watched one streamer who streamed both on YouTube and on Twitch, and there was no delay between the two. Ooh. That must be that ultra low latency thing. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And put this down here. There we go. Nathan, I guess, 598 says, streaming is hard. Streaming can be very interesting sometimes. Corey Scott 9293 says, I just got $100 from my grandma because I got all A's on my report card. Great job, Bean. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. Education is very important. Day says, hi, Cheaty Bird. What is your most popular short? My most popular short. I think that's surprisingly actually one of my heartfelt videos, which is surprising because YouTube used to be really mean about that. If I ever tried to make a YouTube short that was like trying to talk to you guys and be like, hey, you're gonna get through this. We're a team. We got this. Kind of stuff like that. YouTube would always kind of like push it down and it would do super bad. But recently it's really been picking up. It's really cool. I love to see it. And one of them, I think, has close to like 5,000 views, which is, it sounds kind of like a small number, but that's like huge for me because I'm not like a big time creator or anything like that. And, I think it got like 5,000 views. It was really nice. It was one of the ones where I talk about like, hey, it's Friday. You made it here. Good job. You know, it was one of those kind of things. I hope you have a great weekend. And then, funnily enough, for some reason, YouTube kept pushing that video for an entire week. So I was saying, hey, great job on making it to Friday. But people were seeing it on Wednesday and Tuesday and Monday. But that's the one that did the best so far. Did you know that if you have your subscriptions public, your subscription should show up on screen here? It might cover my face for a little bit, but it'll be there. I'm starting to get a lot of lag all of a sudden. New Mix, how's your day going today? Now, you guys made it all the way to Thursday. Here I was being proud of everyone making it to Wednesday, but here you are still today. On this stream, here with us. Is that Ranma? Who is that? Hey there, Soul Troop. Soul Troop. How's it going? Welcome on in today. Rumai says, did you know, guys, did you know, your mom is cute? Yeah. Yibade says, my most popular short is F1 fans. It got 51,000 views. That's awesome, Bean. Great work. Actually, I think I remember exactly who you are now. You're the one who does the videos for the RC cars, I believe it is. Is that right? The heck is that? I like hear somebody typing or something. That's so weird. Ezekiel says, hey, I ran into you again. Well, maybe you should stop running and maybe start walking so that you can chill and have a good time. But hey, welcome on back. How you doing? Numix says, I've been studying for this entire week. Exams, that's right, they're coming to an end. Go ahead and do it. Get those A's. Get those passing grades. Frickin' rocket, you got this. Corey says, can I have mod? Sorry, I can't give you mod. The Legos? Yeah. Yeah, I remember now exactly. What was that, a couple months ago or something like that? I was mentioning to you like the video that I had watched with you was really dark or something like that. And I was like, hey, maybe brighten it up. But hey, you're doing great. Keep it up. Ezekiel says, hey, what's your real name? Sorry, I can't give that information. In other words, I don't know. Corey says, can I have mod? I've never had them before and I really want to see what I can do. I won't do anything bad. Sorry, I can't do that. Numix says, I'm actually graduating this year. Heck yeah, that's awesome. As Ezekiel says, are you AI? Beep boop, beep boop, beep, beep boop. Maybe. Are you? I'm confused. Just need to know. Let me know. Rumai says, I'm ending high school this year and my exams are next week. Ezekiel, you're AI? Wow, I didn't know that. What's 9 plus 10? Tell me really quick. What's 9 plus 10? You were using your fan light when you made that video? Ah, I see. Did you know that there's a store called 5 and Below where you can get all kinds of stuff to get into content creation that'll help you a heck of a lot? Look up the store 5 and Below. You can find all sorts of stuff like ring lights and much more. Winter YT Real says, try to fly. Unfortunately, this world that I'm currently in right now doesn't allow me to do that, but I can flap them for a second for you. Oh. Corey Scott 9293 says, 21? Stupid. Just kidding. It's a joke. Ezekiel says, do you have a girlfriend? I don't know. No, I don't have a girlfriend. And that's not a lie. Yibidei says, can we get an island tour? Can I walk around with this on? Oh yeah, here you go. It's really small. This is my streaming world and also home world here. So over here we have a case of tasty drinks right here, which I can't do anything with right now because we're on YouTube, you know. But then we also have these. These are Coca-Colas. Delicious. Delicious. And then we have some nice trees back there. We also have some controls so I can turn on and off a video player on the screen back here, which I don't have running right now, but it's ready. I'll turn it and show you where it's at. Right there. A big old video player. Wow. Then we also have a nice chair with some more tasty beverage, which we won't touch right now because we're on YouTube. We got a ball. Wow, guys, look, ball. Ball. Wow. And then we got a table with 4 chairs and some chips. You guys like chips? I like chips. I like them when they're baked, not so much deep fried. Teeny, I'm not tiny. Hold on, let me get this bottle over here. I'm right next to this. I'm not small. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm not small. I'm currently 2 foot 2 inch tall right now in the game. Hey there, Simon. Welcome on through. How you doing today? Ezekiel says, "Tell me a joke, guys. Guys, listen. Look, listen. Did you know? Guys, what do you call a dog that lives in the toilet? A poodle." Oh, in real life, I'm 6 foot tall. Guys, you're silly. You know that? You're silly. The silence speaks volume. I should just have like a button that has like a laugh track in the background. Yubadaze says, "I'm gonna get to cleaning, so I gotta be lurking." Alrighty, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping in today. Always great to see you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And if it's time for you, happy dreams to you when you go. Take care. Me only 9? Well, be careful. It's a dangerous world out there. Rumai says, "But you're also a goober, Cheaty." Me? Yeah, I guess I am. Simon says, "I like your avatar." Well, thanks. I like this avatar too. It really kind of suits me a little bit, I think. Oh my gosh, it's Hope Diwali. Hey there, anything that starts with "did you know" followed by a long pause makes me uncomfortable for, some reason. You're 4'11"? My goodness. You're still taller than I am. Hi, Hope Diwali. How's it going? How you doing today? Uh-oh. Guys. Rumai says, Simon says, "Go make tea and a treat for yourself." Well, right now I'm kind of caffeinated up pretty good. I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. But a nice tasty treat. Now that sounds pretty good. But for the moment, I think I'm going to hold off. Nathan, I guess, says the eye movement gives the avatar a lot of life. Yeah, this is I know it's going to sound really weird, but I actually have tracking for that, including the mouth too. Oh, you want to see something even more wild? Not only does it track the eye, but it tracks the cheeks. So if I move my cheeks up, you can see them go up a little bit. And then it also tracks the eyebrows as well. Hope the Volley says, yeah, so weird. Well, you got to keep in mind, there are a lot of people here right now that probably aren't necessarily too in tune with what I'm doing here. Adorable? What? I'm not a door. I'm a bird. What the heckies? Hey, Aki. Well, welcome on in. How you doing today? That's why you look so animated. Yeah, of course. One thing I would love to be able to do sometime, I just gotta like really learn my play space a little bit better. What's this guy's name? Heck, I forgot his name, but he's like a yellow and black, like a Nova Beast or something like that. But he is probably the most animated person I've ever seen doing stuff. In fact, he even does like some cartoon animation style stuff in his movements that he does, and I really appreciate that. Numix says, I invented an air freshener that works using the wind or mind control. It makes sense if you think about it. Ah, wow, that was a good one. Holy cow. The weirdest? The weirdest even? Are you sure about that? Rumai says, did you know that drinking coffee or an energy drink after 4 p.m. is unhealthy? Your mom. I am able to open doors, but I'm not a door myself. Guys, your mom. Yep. You know, yeah, your mom. Hope the Volley says, oh, I think I know who you're talking about. What? Oh, I remember the conversation now. Sorry. The delay is a little annoying sometimes. Sometimes I don't know what's going on, actually. I keep seeing that goober in my feed. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the heck his name is, but for some reason it's escaping me. I can't remember why. Rumai says, your dad, Cheaty. My dad? What? I don't think so. Your dad. My dad's gonna kick your dad's butt. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go like, whoa, my dad's gonna kick your dad's butt, but my dad's actually gonna kick your dad's butt. He's gonna take his foot like this. He's gonna go like, you ready for it? He's gonna go like that, and your dad's butt's gonna go all the way over there. That's what's gonna happen. Yep. You bring this to the table, I'm gonna bring it down. That's right. Wow. Look at you go. Wow. Rumai says, Cheaties, we are both miles away. I am out in the middle of nowhere. I can't see land anywhere except for the land I'm currently standing on right now. Wow. Winter says, your mom is what, Corey Scott? Whoa. Whoa, Winter. Calm down. Whoa, don't be mean. Wow. I'm doing great, Akiyin. Sorry, I must have missed your message there. Simon also says, Sin from Murder Drone says, get snuck up on. Your mom. Hi, Cheaty Bird. What is your favorite Lego car from my collection? Well, I don't necessarily have a favorite yet. I haven't been seeing your content enough just yet. But I'm sure I'll see it again soon. And then I'll be able to find out if whether or not I have a favorite or not. Excuse me, that's not where you're supposed to be. How about you go back down where you're supposed to go? Give me just a moment. Whoa. Holy cow. Okay. I messed something up. Wow. Holy moly. Guys, you're getting a close-up interaction. Can you do clips? Can you? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, well, now I need to get the camera away from my face now. Let's see that. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. Oh. That actually work? That actually work? I'm on a whole different platform. I don't know how you just did that. Let me check and see if that actually just recorded anything. Metal. I don't think it actually just recorded anything, but if I boot this, give me just a moment here. Yeah, Dervish, that was the name of the person, yeah. Oh, it doesn't multi-do it. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't think that actually recorded anything just now, but I'd be really interested to see that work. That'd be really cool. What just happened though is you did that, and I have a system that captures all the chats and stuff all in one thing, and then it pushes it over to a streamer bot, and the streamer bot is what made that noise in the background. But the streamer bot is supposed to send a command to OBS to record the last minute that just happened. Unfortunately, I'm on Streamlabs OBS right now to keep the two systems separate from each other, because I don't want to like mess with it too much. And unfortunately, that means it doesn't actually record unless I hook this Streamlabs up to that as well. But I don't know if you can do that or not, so I'll have to figure that out. Nathan, I guess, 598 says, I've seen Dervish. His chat is wild. His videos are wild. Very crazy. Whoa, we got a really close-up shot of your mouth there. Sorry about that. Wow. You know what? Is there any way for me to just turn on? Okay, so the replay buffer's on. And that's the save button. Okay, cool. So I can manually do it at least. So I can do that. So if you guys do the clippy thing, I can just hit the clip button, I guess. But there are some really weird things going on right now. There's supposed to be audio going to a certain thing and it's not going there, but then the microphone works. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but yeah. If anybody wants to try something else, if you want to type !say in the chat, space what you want to say, Up to 20 words. Nathan, I guess, says, I'm gonna go for now. Thanks for the positive vibes, Cheetie. Of course, Nathan. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And of course, when it comes to the end of your day for today, I hope you have some happy dreams. Take care. I don't think it works. Maybe if I sign into YouTube on there, can I do that? Speaker bot? Oh, there isn't a YouTube one. It's only for Twitch. Okay, so you guys can't get access to that, unfortunately. Darn. That's a limitation of speaker bot. That kind of stinks. That'd be really... I wonder if I could get something to do that, though. Even toss doesn't work. Well, over here, I'm trying to keep it really simple so that I don't have like a whole heck of a lot going on. I kind of want to like try and keep this down to like a more simplistic version. Although, would catch work? Can you... I think catch works with Twitch only. A lot of stuff usually only works with Twitch. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it is. Everyone uses Twitch, so everyone's going to support that over YouTube. But that's kind of what I want to try to do. I want to kind of try and keep it as simple as possible over here, so that it's more just us versus all the stuff that's on the screen. Although that is something I really like. This down here, these little guys down here work for this. So you guys are more than welcome to do that. That has exclamation point slots as well. Sometimes you might win something. Sometimes you might not. If you see your character on screen, you can always do that. Now, technically, the characters are off screen all the way on the left and the right. Obviously, I can't just make them fit down there. Alrighty, it is currently 4:11. Wow. How long have we been live for? Oh, we got an error. What is this? Click to read your unread notifications. Your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. An hour ago. Are you sure about that? I don't know. Alright, Gibaday, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye. See you, Gibaday. Hope Diwali says, yeah, we haven't been able to hear you for a while. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I don't think you're telling the truth when you say that. I don't think you're telling the truth. Guys, did you know that if you clean a vacuum cleaner, you become the vacuum cleaner? Because you're cleaning a vacuum cleaner. Being a vacuum cleaner. Yeah. You want to know something that's really scary? When I first went live on here today, like 50 people showed up all at once. They didn't chat, they just showed up to view for a little bit. But 50, that little counter up there at the top, that went to 50. That scared the crap out of me because like freaking YouTube never, like when I was streaming here before, there would be like 0 people. Then I went live here today and it said 50 for a short moment. I was like, wow. Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. Buffalo wing sauce. Guys, is there ever something that you've ever done that like you knew what to do, but then you did it, and then it's like, whoa, I didn't actually expect that to work, but that's cool that it did? Well, so to explain, I used to go live both on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok all at the same time. But like Twitch is the only place that would ever actually get any viewership or anything like that. TikTok would like periodically like go up and down, up and down, up and down, but nothing would ever happen over there. And then YouTube would just stay at 0 or 1 for like the longest time. But I'm like, you know what? I want to experiment. I don't want to do TikTok anymore. I want to get away from messing around with that site anymore. But I really like YouTube. I really like Twitch. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live on both platforms today and see what happens. But when I went live here today and it's for the first like 2 minutes, it skyrocketed to 50 viewers. And I was like, whoa, hi, everyone. How's it going? Wow. And then it kind of went down to like 8 for the longest time. And then we're just kind of hovering right around 6 now. This is a nice, comfortable number for me. Numix says software development is exactly that. You never know what might work. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I think we're twisting again. Yep. What's really cool is that it's almost unnoticeable. Oh. Whoopsie. Oh. Sometimes I like to think that when I set something up, right, there's been a couple times that this has happened. I've gone into Unity, set up a character, and then I go to test it, and then it just kind of works the first time. And it's like, but why? I've never done this before, this particular type of setup that I was doing at the time, and it just worked. But why? I mean, I'm happy it's working, but why? Why does it work when I have never done it before and I did it right the first time? How? How did I do that? Wow. I feel like sometimes whenever people look at like Unity or something like that. I mean, I don't like doing Unity. It's even though sometimes it works out of the box, sometimes it's still a pain in the butt. I don't like touching Unity. The less amount of time I have to touch that, the better. Which is why I haven't fixed my nose boop thing yet. Because I just don't want to hop into Unity and fix it. But I think even though I don't really like being in Unity, I feel like a lot of people don't give it the chance that they should. Because people see it as like, that's a really confusing and scary piece of software. You want to know a scary piece of software? Blender. That's a scary piece of software. You boot that up and there are so many options to go through. It's nuts. With Unity, it's kind of like, if you got the right tools and stuff like that, you can kind of understand it for the most part. Especially when you have VRC Fury in there. It's actually not too bad. What's your favorite book or film from when you were young? Well, unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the book. It was some like random fan creation that I think some random dude out there made, and he posted it to a website and said, hey, if you want to read this, go ahead. It had to do with like, I forget exactly how it went. It was so, I read it like so many times too. It was just a text document on the internet. Some page was it was a story about dragons. When I was a kid, I thought dragons were the coolest thing ever. In fact, I thought they were so cool. My first character I ever had was a dragon. I'm so creative with my names. Back then, I was Hyo Dragon, and then for the little bit I was a fox, and then I became Hyo Pone, and now I'm Hyo Cheety Bird. Uh-oh. I need water. There we go. Sorry about that. Wow. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. There we go. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. Dragons. You have to show your dragon character now. I unfortunately can't do that because I mean, we're talking like 20 plus years ago, dude. It's a while ago that I had that. I never had any artwork made of them. Now, there is a character card out there called Hyo Zenryu from Yu-Gi-Oh! If you look up that card, you can kind of get an idea of what the character was supposed to look like. If I ever got artwork of them done, which when I had the dragon character, I had no idea about furries. I didn't know they even existed at that time. I didn't find out about furries until, well, shoot, when did I find out about furries? Probably like 16, 17 years old. So I had a dragon character, and I was doing that on a website called Dragonheim for the longest time, and that site has come and gone years ago. But Hyo Zenryu, or Hyo, was what was he? He was a crystal dragon, so he was very shiny, very colorful. But I never got artwork of him or anything like that. I kind of just wanted to be a dragon. I thought they were really cool. But the book, going back to that, the book was a story about dragons someone had created. It was like a 300 page, I think it's called A11 pages. So it was 300 pages of stuff. I printed this out. I found a printer on the side of the road someone was throwing out. It was one of those what do they call it? Powder based printers. What do they call them? Laser printers. There we go. It was a laser printer, and I brought it home, cleaned it up, and then printed a test page, and it just worked. The cartridge still had the ink, or not ink, but powder in it and everything like that. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to print out that book that I wanted to read. So I grabbed the text document, hit print, and then it printed for the next, like, 2 hours. And then by the end of it, a very hot, steamy page of papers came out. And steamy, that sounds horrible. But I read it over the course of a couple weeks because I was not a fast reader at the time. And when I was doing that, I had it in my little CD player with my headphones, and I was listening to the soundtrack of Medal of Honor Allied Assault, if you've ever heard of that. And oh my gosh, dude, my imagination was running wild reading that. Dude, I was like playing out a movie in my head and everything. It was great. And then there were like battle scenes and stuff, and oh, it was so freaking cool. That was probably my favorite. Like, and then I ended up reading like Harry Potter and stuff like that, and I liked it for the most part, but nothing was the same as that dragon story. It was so cool. It was like a dragon survival. Like this dragon got like born in this forest or something like that, and then the mom or whatever got hurt, and the mom wasn't there anymore. Neither was the dad. And then he had to like survive. So like he had to like survive against all these other dragons that were in the forest and stuff. Thinking about it now, like if I were to read it now, I might like in my head think, wow, this is kind of cringe, but like maybe not. I don't know. I still think dragons are really cool. Hope Diwali says, I too have converted from scales to feather from my younger days. Well, I went from dragon, right? I went from dragon to fox for like 12 years, and then I went to pony for like 2 or 3 years, and then I went to Avali for the past like 5 or so years. No, actually, the fox might have survived like 15, 20 years, actually. And I say survived like he's dead now. He's still there. Rumai says, I had 2 books. Treasure Island, there's both a book and the animated film for it. I love both of them. And Cosmic Hedgehogs. Beware this one as a rough translation. Ah, okay. Hope Diwali says, in fact, that hopeful wyvern that was in here earlier was me, before I forgot to update my things in YouTube. Oh, I see. Well, cool. I did say hi to them earlier as well, too. Golark says, I'm going to eat the ink cartridge. The Inheritance Cycle is an amazing series. Hey, Alapex. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? 1987. Numix says, gotta go for today. Tomorrow is going to be a big one for me. Bye. Have a good one, Numix. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for stopping in today, and I hope you have a great night. Happy dreams. Favorite movie, though? What's a good movie? I mean, I'm going to say one thing, is that a movie that I think is really awesome in so many different ways is Mad Max Fury Road. Like, that just in general is like the music, the power, the visuals, everything. Obviously, it's not for everyone because, like, you know, I think it's rated R, I think it is, which means like it's not for everyone, obviously. And there's some really gruesome things that happen in that movie too. But man, that's if I ever got, I think we have it on Blu-ray. I should totally get like a my PS4 in here, get a 4K TV in here, and then watch it on surround sound again. Because we watched it on surround sound once. That was an experience, but our surround sound system has died since then. So we're only using stereo speakers now. But I have another favorite movie. I'm trying to think of what it was. I should know what it is. Golark says, it's very good if you like dragons and war. Hope Diwali says, what the heck? Did my sprite just explode on stream? Yes. If you do not talk for a certain amount of time, because over on Twitch, it can see if you're there in the chat just watching. On YouTube, it can only tell if you're there if you're chatting. So if you don't say something for a certain amount of time, your character despawns. Unfortunately, how they despawn is they go pop, and they blow up. Did you know that you can also make yourself, if you see your character on screen, you can type !firework in the chat and your little character will go up into the air and pop like a little firework. Oh heck, let me write something so I don't freaking explode. Hey there, Justin. Welcome on through. How you doing today? Just so you guys know, I think I'm going to be ending stream here in just a little bit. I do have to get out of here. It is currently 4:30 my time, which means my other half is currently getting off of work, which means I want to go hang out with them. Akai Yin says, I need to ask a really important question. Why the heck are you wearing a sweater and a scarf on the beach? Well, you know, I am a really cool bird. I gotta keep myself warm from being so cool. Hey Ezekiel, welcome on back, Bean. Hope you're enjoying your day. Thanks for stopping on in again. You know, the funny thing about that is that a volley normally, I'm not actually, but a volley normally are cold, very cold. Their blood is normally made out of ammonia. However, I've been hearing that, where did I hear this from? But I've been hearing that a volley have been moving away from the whole ammonia thing. But normally a volley have ammonia blood, which means that they're very cold, because if they get too warm, their blood actually like boils and they'll go pop. So I have ventured away from that. I just have regular water-based blood in my character. However, I've made my character to kind of somewhat still be the same. I'm cold-blooded. Well, my character is anyway. So he has regular blood, but he's cold. Like, he's cooler than, what is it, 98.6, I think it is, 98.6 degrees for a normal character. So I'd probably be more like 80 or maybe 70 or something like that. So I'm cooler, but not by a whole heck of a lot. But to compensate, I wear a scarf and a sweater. Hey, Ubiday, welcome back. How was your room cleaning going? Ezekiel says, I run into you again? That's right. We're here. We're still alive, but not for long. We're getting out of here soon. You're still doing it? Wow. Uh-oh. Guys, we're getting some drift. That's okay. All we gotta do is stand right here. Stand forward. 3, 2, 1. All done. Very cool. Yeah. You're still going. Wow, you're doing great though. Keep it up. Are you like dusting and stuff right now? What are you doing? You couldn't type? Well, you're typing a whole lot. What do you mean? It's all right there. Yeah, you got it. Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to be it for me today. I really appreciate you guys hopping on in today. Now, I would say normally that we'd be going to go raid somebody here today, but we don't do that here on YouTube, unfortunately. At least I don't think we do. Maybe I don't know that. Clean the toilet, vacuum my room. Ah, I gotcha. But this is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic... I see this being one of those vertical streams. I see everybody's flicking away already. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. But until next time, this is Hi-Yo Cheety Bird signing off. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you next time. Bye. Of course, Akin. Have yourself a wonderful one, dude. Bye-bye. Bye, Ebade. Have fun cleaning up. Ezekiel, have a good one. Skularks, have a good one. Ranma, if that's who that was, have a fantastic rest of your day as well. You too, Ebade. Take care. Bye, everyone. Wawa.